Welcome, everyone, to ESL Success Frameworks. Today's topic will be digital detox. Digital detox is something that's been on my mind for a while now. When you walk down the street, you see people on their phones. People are using their phones. When you're stopped at a red light, people are using their phones. People on motorcycles, people driving their cars, people waiting for the red light. They're all using their phones. And we are loving it. Society is sharing photos of our pets. When we come home, we're using our computers, we're watching TV, we're on our iPads. When we're at work, we're using our computers. We're answering the phone, we're replying to messages. It's just digital, digital, digital. And the word detox comes from detoxification, which means to purify. This is it, folks. We need to purify our lives and get down to the basics. You don't have to stay that way, but you should have some of this built into your life. Digital detox. The quote today then goes, almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. And this quote is by Anne Lamott. I think it's kind of a nod to, well, I don't know if it's a nod, but it reminded me of that old joke people told. When your computer's broken, what should you do? Just restart it and it'll work again. And Anne Lamott says the same is true for us. Unplug it, unplug ourselves. We need time to connect with nature, time to hear our own brains think, time to really smell the smells around us, hear the sounds that are around us, and see the sights. When we've got our head downs in our phones, that's just missing everything. It's really sad. And it is not a good thing to have our heads in the phone all the time. For the reflection questions, I'm looking at the second one. What activities are you missing out on because of screen time? And this isn't the screen time that's limiting your screen time. This is the amount of time that you're looking at your screen. So, what did you miss out on today? Can you think of anything that you could have done or should have done but didn't do because you were on your screen? Maybe it was that quiet moment with your wife or your husband in the morning. Maybe it was that moment when your son wanted to share about school and you weren't really listening because you were checking TikTok. Or maybe it was when your daughter wanted to share about her problems with her boyfriend. And you said, "Just a minute, honey." And then she walked away. What activities are you missing? What are you missing out on? Maybe it was a chance to play board games. Maybe it was a quiet moment with your cat, or you could scratch behind his ears and just enjoy the breeze together. What are you missing out on? To miss out on something means you didn't get a chance to enjoy it. I don't know about you, but I don't want to miss out on anything. We even have this phrase called FOMO, FOMO, and it stands for fear of missing out. And we're so busy trying to do everything that we don't actually enjoy anything. Moving on to the next actions, I'm going to be talking about next action number 3. Establish a no phone zone or a no time zone. Maybe that's during your family meal times or right before bed. when you shouldn't be looking at screens anyway, because the blue light is harmful to your eyes, and the blue light is disruptive to your sleep, and the blue light is overstimulating your brain. So, this is a really good idea to establish a no phone zone. Maybe all the phones stay on the first floor, or maybe all the phones stay by the front door, or maybe all the phones get locked up in mom's bedside table. Do you have a no phone zone in your home? Why don't you leave a comment and tell me your solution? Finally, on to the motivation paragraph. Like in episodes past, I'm going to read it and you may join me. Read it out loud. I encourage you to read it out loud. Remember, taking a break from digital devices can refresh your mind and body. By consciously reducing screen time, you can create space for more meaningful activities and interactions. Start small and gradually increase your unplugged time to experience the benefits of a digital detox. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to the end of today's episode, Digital Detox. We hope you enjoyed our brief discussion today. Hope you got some ideas for what you can implement in your family routines. And I hope I was able to get through to you and to myself included that we need to be more aware of our immediate surroundings, to be more aware of the now, and to be less concerned and less focused on what's happening inside of our digital lives on our digital screen. Be sure to join us again next week for another episode of ESL Success Frameworks podcast. It's been a pleasure having you join me today. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll talk to you again next week.